Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I've noticed over the years, and it has started up again in the last couple years, again, that the online training world and the online fitness world tries to discuss squats as if they are something that are replaceable, that they are not probably the single most valuable lift that you have available in your arsenal for the widest variety of reasons. And people always come back and discuss it in the context of competitive bodybuilding, as if the overwhelming majority of people who lift weights actually care about competitive bodybuilding. And this is no offense intended to my friends, and I have close personal friends who are competitive bodybuilders and physique competitors. And no offense intended, but bodybuilding is a very, very fringe community. The mainstream world doesn't know very much about it. They're not interested in it. It doesn't draw a lot of publicity outside of fitness magazines. The overwhelming majority of people who go to the gym, who lift weights, have never been to a bodybuilding show. Will probably never go to a bodybuilding show. The overwhelming majority of people who train and lift weights to improve at their sports, who are competitive athletes of some type, not only vastly outnumber by at least 100 to 1, if not 1,000 to 1, people who compete in bodybuilding or physique competitions, but the vast majority of them have never even seen a physique competition. So when people try to discuss, well, for bodybuilding purposes, it might be equal, these other lifts might be equal to the squat, is almost an irrelevant conversation. And the reality is, the squat in most real-world applications, not a bodybuilding stage, every other physical endeavor, the squat has been documented. We know every single strength and conditioning coach in the world in every sport, both amateur and professional, realizes the value of the barbell squat. We know that the more you can squat relative to your body weight on a 1-rep max, the higher you can generally jump. The faster you can sprint, the faster your 40-yard time is. We know that it carries over to longer distance running. It carries over to work capacity. If you can improve your 1-rep squat, your ability to run a marathon will improve through your work capacity. Your ability to ride a bike will improve. Your ability to throw a kick harder and faster and to continue to do so longer, whether you're in some sort of life and death fight or in an MMA type fight or a similar situation, is dramatically improved by your squatting power. And it is a full body movement. It trains your body, not just your legs, but your entire body to work as one unit with your legs, in addition to being at least equal to any other lift in its capacity to develop the lower body, particularly the quads and the glutes, and to a lesser extent the hamstrings. And it is a tremendous builder of your core and different muscles in your back as well. There is no lift that is better at doing the first things I mentioned. So that being said, if you're trying to replace it with another lift purely because your goals are aesthetic, you need to keep in mind that you're in the minority. And if you're telling other people this, keep in mind that you're talking to a very, very tiny minority audience. The overwhelming majority of people do not train to compete in bodybuilding, and the majority don't even care about seeing a bodybuilding show. It's a very fringe community. Far, far more people would rather glean the full benefits of a squat to all other aspects of their performance and their health and their fitness than purely the hypertrophy to their quadriceps. And it always shocks me when people try to devalue the importance of the barbell squat for just general fitness and general athleticism and just general health and well-being. It just amazes me that people try to devalue this critical lift, and it is probably the most important and useful lift for developing a wide variety of athletic skills, abilities, and your general fitness. There is no other lift out there that equals it. There's some that come close, but the same people who will devalue the squat will devalue those other lifts also. And it just baffles my mind. And this is always done in the argument of bodybuilding as if anyone but a very, very tiny minority of people really and truly care about bodybuilding. So in short, do your squats. They should be the dominant movement in your leg work. And you should be using them to build most of your lower body mass. Not just for the purpose of building mass, but for the wide host of other benefits that they give you in terms of strength, power, athleticism, and work capacity. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go.